And now, Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill with your full 7-day forecast.
Howdy y'all, I'm out here at Little Beaver State Park right now taking in the sights, but these sights won't be visible for long as the fog that is strewn across the area is only going to get worse. Here's some advice on how to navigate that nasty fog. First, when you're driving, make sure you're taking it slow and you have your low beams on, not your high beams. Your high beams will reduce your vision due to all the light bouncing off the fog. Have your low beams on. Also, make sure to keep a safe distance when you're driving. So make sure you're not tailgating or doing anything like that. And make sure people aren't tailgating you. If they are, try and get out of their way when you can. And lastly, if you're in a situation where the fog is at the hood of your car, make sure to turn on your hazard lights and drive very slowly as you navigate. But with that advice, let's take it back to the studio with Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill.
Excellent advice, Christian. Good news right now, the visibility is up. It's 10 miles, but to the west, we have a warm front. It's 39 in Louisville, but it's 65 degrees in Nashville. And right along that boundary, we have the showers starting to push into northern West Virginia, but there's a heavy slug of rain across Kentucky. This rain will start to build into the region. We'll start to see the first couple of drops and the visibility lowering after 9 o'clock this evening and even a few claps of thunder. Next storm system, a pair of low pressures in the northwest and also the northern Rockies. So we do have the reduced visibility, but because we have some instability above the inversion that's going to help to generate the fog, we'll have a few claps of thunder. Yes, you can have thunder even when your temperature's in the 40s if you are along a very rigid warm front, and that indeed we are. So later today, the timing of any would be between like midnight and 3 p.m., a couple of clasps. Besides that, we have some ice in the Greenbrier Valley, and our temperatures tonight rising to 45 degrees, and then a big jump in our temperatures tomorrow. Between about 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., we're going from 45, 50 degrees all the way up to 60. There's going to be some standing water in spots. How much ice? Let's talk you through that first. Quinwood, Richwood, all the way up into Edbray, Marlington, 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of accumulation, and we'll see about half of this amount, so 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch on the power lines and the trees. So there will be a couple of spots where there's some limbs down and a few people that do lose power. Same once you get in the far eastern Greenbrier Valley, east of where the Greenbrier Resort is and those highest ridges over the West Virginia line, about 1/4 of an inch. If you live in Lewisburg, just a glaze on some of those colder surfaces, so the roads should be fine tomorrow morning in downtown Lewisburg. We're talking railings or windshield wipers will have just a fine glaze of ice. The dense fog that Christian was talking about is going to be apparent overnight. Visibility will be anywhere from the hood of your car if you live in the western Greenbrier Valley to about 1/2 of a mile from many spots, Lewisburg, Oak Hill, Beckley, Hinton, and Athens. Weather Service potentially could issue a dense fog advisory. We'll keep you abreast of that. We get 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain tonight into tomorrow. And the flash flood guidance says if we get 2 inches of rain, that's going to cause widespread standing water. In the Greenbrier Valley, that flash flood guidance is a little bit lower. So these are the spots that will see standing water. Western Greenbrier County after that ice melts tomorrow, which it will. Eastern Fayette, Eastern Raleigh, and the western part of Summers County down towards Bluefield. The timing between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. And there's a couple of instances where the Greenbrier River will become elevated next week. When you'll see that with the pressure dropping Saturday and early next week. Those are 2 different storm systems. So tomorrow, 60 degrees. Beautiful on Friday, just a few areas of standing water early. Back to rain and fog on Saturday. So the Greenbrier River will crest Sunday to Monday. And then this kind of sloppy storm Monday and Tuesday with a little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet, probably 1 inch or 2 of snow, and then it changes to all rain on Tuesday, upper 30s and then upper 40s next Wednesday. That's your latest forecast, folks. We've got more news and sports after the break.